What's going on, everybody? Now, my thoughts on Lane Kiffin leaving. My thoughts are simple. I don't think Lane Kiffin's leaving. I think Nick Saban kicked his ass out of that program. Finally. I think it was the last straw. Saturday night, it was clear to everybody that was watching that game that Lane Kiffin had his head up his ass, or in his new job, or whatever the case. But the fact of the matter is, when we needed to pound the ball, he was fucking passing the ball. Now, you can't tell me that anybody with a fucking brain couldn't call a run play when it was warranted. We were pounding the rock, and what would happen? 3 straight passes. Besides Bo Scarborough, offense looked terrible against Washington. We're really lucky that we have a great defense, because it would have been a lot closer game, I guarantee you. Lane Kiffin has done some great things at Alabama. Don't get me wrong. I think he is a good offensive coordinator. But I think he's got his head too far up his ass. And it's been like that his whole life, I'd say. He's riding off his daddy's coattails. Monty Kiffin was a great coach. Lane Kiffin is a great offensive coordinator when he doesn't have his head up his ass. And he's going to probably be a shitty head coach at Florida Atlantic. I go ahead and tell you that. So I'm not upset that Lane Kiffin's gone, finally. It's been coming. The writing's been on the wall. Everybody knows it. He knew it. Nick Saban knew it. It was just a matter of when it was going to happen. And it happening exactly a week before the national title game when we played Clemson, is a little suspect. But I'm pretty sure that we all know that it's because that shitty play calling that he had, not just last game, not just against Washington, but against Florida. Some of his play calling has just been goes against anything that Nick Saban stands for, and you're not going to get over Nick Saban. Period. He's lucky that Nick Saban has given him that much rope to hang himself with. And today was the final straw. Like I said, I wasn't there. I didn't know what happened, but I don't think it was a mutual agreement. I think Nick Saban kicked his ass out of this program, period. So Steve Sarkisian takes over with the week to prepare for Clemson. I don't know how it's going to go down, but I guarantee you that Nick Saban is in Sark's ear right now, telling him, you're going to fucking run the ball against Clemson. Because Jalen Hurts, as much as he's done good this year, and I mean, he's obviously SEC player, offensive player of the year. He's done some great things, but he's still also an 18-year-old freshman. And when you get to play the caliber of a Washington, or especially a Clemson now, you saw how bad he struggled against Washington. If you think Clemson's going to be any easier, it's just kidding. This is the best defense by far they were going to face all year long. Jalen Hurts is going to have to play the best game he's played all year. And we're going to have to pound the rock. Bo Scarborough, Damian Harris, Joshua Jacobs, whoever's back there. There cannot be any mental lapses. There cannot be freshman mistakes, because if there are, Clemson is going to make us pay. And that's the bottom line. So I think Nick Saban is going to have control over what Steve Sarkisian can and cannot do in this game. I think he's going to give him a little bit of leeway to call the game that he wants to, but I guarantee you we're not going to come out and throw 25, 30 times against Clemson unless Nick Saban thinks that we should do that. But I guarantee you the formula to victory for Alabama is keep playing the great defense we have and to run the ball. That is straight Alabama / Nick Saban football. Defense wins championships. That's the bottom line. I think Nick Saban was finally fed up with Lane Kiffin. I was fed up with Lane Kiffin. All Alabama fans, I guarantee you, that were watching that game Saturday night were thinking the same damn thing. And I've seen it on Twitter, on Facebook, on YouTube, everywhere. Why the fuck were we not running the ball more? And it's not that I know Jalen Hurts didn't even throw the ball maybe by like 15, 16 times. But Lane Kiffin kept trying to get him out there, running on the edge. A quarterback keep, a quarterback keep, a quarterback keep. You're not going to be able to do that against Clemson. That's all there is to that. They're going to be keying on Jalen Hurts. So bottom line is, Lane Kiffin, thank you for the couple years that you were there. You did some great things with some players that probably otherwise wouldn't have been stars at all. But when it came down to it, you showed your true colors. I know you got your head up your ass right now because of your new job, but it's time for you to go, buddy. And Nick Saban pulled the trigger on it. So hopefully Steve Sarkisian and Nick Saban get their heads together, come up with a good game plan for Clemson, because it's going to be the toughest game by far that we had all year. They've got revenge on their minds, and we're going to have to just play the best game that we played in, not just this year, but in like 5 years. That defense is going to have to rise up. And that offense is going to have to just pound the rock. That's the only way we're going to beat Clemson. No turnovers, pound the rock, hard-nosed, gritty defense. I still think it's going to be a close game, but I still think Alabama's going to come out on top. Leave your comments below. That's all I got. Appreciate it.